Welcome to our AP Bible channel. In Gospel of Matthew chapter 11:28, Jesus Christ speaks words that have echoed through centuries. "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." These words are more than a comforting sentence. They are a divine invitation. They are not merely advice for difficult days, nor are they a temporary solution for stress. They are a life-transforming promise from the Son of God Himself. In a world that never slows down, where expectations weigh heavily on our shoulders and responsibilities seem endless, this promise stands as a beacon of hope. It speaks directly to the tired mother, the anxious student, the overworked father, the discouraged believer, and even the person silently struggling with guilt and regret. Jesus offers something deeper than sleep, deeper than vacation, deeper than a break from responsibilities. He offers rest for the soul. The reality of weariness. Every human being knows what it means to be weary. Weariness is not just physical exhaustion. It is the heaviness that settles in the heart after disappointment. It is the anxiety that keeps the mind racing at night. It is the burden of sin that presses upon the conscience. It is the striving to prove ourselves worthy, accepted, successful, or loved. Many people try to find relief in distractions. Some turn to entertainment. Others chase success, wealth, or relationships. Some attempt to silence their inner struggles by staying constantly busy, yet the soul remains restless. This restlessness is not accidental. It reveals a spiritual hunger. We were created for fellowship with God. When that fellowship is strained by sin, fear, or self-reliance, the soul grows tired. Jesus acknowledges this universal condition. He does not deny that life is heavy. He does not pretend burdens do not exist. Instead, he says, "Come to me." The invitation is personal. Notice that Jesus does not say, "Come to a religion," or "Come to a system of rules." He says, "Come to me." The rest he offers is relational. It is found in him. This is powerful. Christianity is not primarily about rituals or traditions. It is about relationship. The rest that transforms your life is not found in performing perfectly, but in trusting personally. When we come to Jesus, we bring everything with us: our doubts, our mistakes, our fears, our failures. We do not need to clean ourselves up first. The invitation is for the weary and burdened, not the strong and self-sufficient. His call is universal. All who are weary. No one is excluded. It does not matter your background, your past, or your present struggle. The door is open. The nature of his rest. The rest Jesus gives is not merely the absence of trouble. Believers still face challenges. They still walk through storms. Yet there is an inner calm that anchors them. This rest includes, chapter 1, freedom from the burden of sin. Guilt is one of the heaviest loads a person can carry. It drains joy and steals peace. When we come to Christ, we receive forgiveness. The weight is lifted. The conscience is cleansed. The soul breathes again. Release from self-reliance. Many people are exhausted because they believe everything depends on them. They strive constantly, fearing failure. Jesus invites us to surrender control and trust His sovereignty. When we realize God is in control, our hearts can rest. Breathe. Assurance of God's love. Fear of rejection or inadequacy creates deep weariness. In Christ, we are accepted. We are loved not because of our performance, but because of His grace. That assurance quiets the anxious heart. Eternal perspective. Much of our stress comes from focusing only on temporary concerns. Jesus gives us eternal hope. When we remember that this life is not the end, our burdens shrink in comparison to the glory ahead. Transformation through rest. The rest Jesus provides is transformative. It changes how we think, live, and respond. A changed mind. When we rest in Christ, our thinking shifts from worry to trust. We begin to see challenges not as threats, but as opportunities to rely on God. Anxiety loses its grip as faith grows stronger. A changed heart. Rest softens bitterness and heals wounds. The more we experience Christ's gentleness, the more we extend grace to others. His peace fills the spaces once occupied by resentment or fear. A changed life. A rested soul lives differently. There is patience in trials, courage in uncertainty, and joy even in hardship. This is not because circumstances are easy, but because Christ is near. The gentle character of Jesus. In the verses following Matthew 11:28, Jesus describes himself as gentle and humble in heart. This reveals the nature of the one offering rest. He is not harsh. He is not demanding in cruelty. He is compassionate. He understands weakness because he walked among humanity. He experienced hunger, fatigue, sorrow, and betrayal. Yet, he remained faithful. When we come to him, we do not meet condemnation. We meet mercy. This gentleness is what makes his rest so healing. A wounded soul needs kindness, not pressure. Christ offers exactly that. Rest in the midst of responsibility. Some may wonder, if I come to Jesus, will my responsibilities disappear? No. The difference is not the removal of work, but the removal of crushing weight. Imagine carrying a heavy load alone. Now imagine someone stronger stepping beside you and taking most of the weight. The path remains, but the burden is lighter. That is what Jesus does. He walks with us. He strengthens us. He provides wisdom and grace for each day. Daily practice of rest. Rest in Christ is not a one-time experience. It is a daily choice. We come to him in prayer. We meditate on his word. We surrender our worries repeatedly. We remind ourselves of his promises. Every morning is an opportunity to place our burdens at his feet. Every evening is a chance to thank him for sustaining us. Rest grows deeper as relationship grows stronger. The contrast with the world. The world defines rest as escape, vacation, entertainment, or distraction. While these can refresh the body, they cannot restore the soul. Jesus offers something different. His rest is rooted in truth. It is built on forgiveness. It flows from love. It is sustained by hope. Worldly rest fades quickly. Christ's rest endures. A testimony of transformation. Throughout history, countless believers have testified to this transforming rest. People burdened by addiction have found freedom. Individuals crushed by grief have found comfort. Those paralyzed by fear have discovered courage. The common thread is not human strength, but divine grace. They came to Jesus, they surrendered, they trusted, and he transformed their weariness into peace. An open invitation. Today, the invitation of Matthew 11:28 is not outdated. It is as alive today as when Jesus first spoke it. If you are weary, he says, come. If you are burdened, he says, come. If you feel lost, anxious, or overwhelmed, he says, come. There are no prerequisites, no complicated steps. Simply come with honesty and faith. The promise of eternal rest beyond the rest we experience now. There is an eternal rest awaiting believers. One day, every tear will be wiped away. Every burden will be gone. Every sorrow will be replaced with joy. The rest Jesus gives today is a foretaste of that eternal peace. It anchors us through present trials and assures us of future glory. Conclusion: a life anchored in rest. Rest that transforms your life is not found in circumstances. It is found in Christ. It is not temporary relief, but lasting renewal. It does not remove responsibility, but it removes despair. When we accept His invitation, our souls are strengthened, our minds are renewed, our hearts are healed, and our lives become testimonies of His grace. The question is not whether the invitation is available. It is whether we will respond. Jesus stands with open arms, offering rest that heals, restores, and transforms. Will you come